Hello guys, welcome to the channel Ads with Lavneek. So today I will show you how you can generate quality leads for your clients from LinkedIn ads. Also, before you start, creating campaigns on LinkedIn, just one need I want to call out that if your budget is not good, like you don't have much budget to spend on advertisement, I wouldn't advise you to use LinkedIn ads as your first platform. Yes, it can vary, business to business. If your business requirement is to advertise only on LinkedIn, then that is a different case. But again, if you have a small budget, I would recommend you to start with LinkedIn. Instead, you can go with Meta or Google, because from these platforms the cost per lead that you get for your business might be at a lower cost in comparison to LinkedIn. So before we start, let me just show you some results that I have generated for one of my client. So here you can see I have spent somewhere around 69,000 rupees for this client, and this is the leads that I have generated. Okay, this is 46, 34, and these are the cost per leads. Okay, so now you know from where the advice is coming from, and let us go and create a new campaign. So to create a new campaign, first you have to do is you from these section you have to come under the advertise section, and once you click on advertise section, you will see this create option over here. Then you have to click on create campaign. Once you click on create campaign, here you can add the campaign name according to you. I will just write ads with Lavneek for now, and then I will change the status for from active to draft, because I don't want this campaign to be active. Then as similar to other platforms, we also have this campaign objective options. We have awareness, consideration, and conversion. Since our goal is to generate lead, as usual we will go with the lead generation objective as we do on other platforms like Meta or any other platform, right? Now this campaign budget and scheduling. So this is budget optimization is campaign budget optimization and CPO. If you turn this on, the campaign will spend accordingly on the ad set. So you don't get the option to set ad set budget. So we you can choose this or select this accordingly, whatever your requirements are, and then we will select a we will set a start and end date here. So let me just keep it as it is. Okay, and then we will create, and we'll click on create and use in new ad set. So once we click on that, we have our campaign details ready, and then we can create ad set. Also, if you haven't worked on LinkedIn before, previously the naming convention was a little different. For campaign name, we used to see it as campaign group, and ad sets were campaign. But now it has changed, which is now similar to any other platforms, which is campaign, ad set, and then ads. Okay, so now we will create an ad set. From here, let's create an ad set. We will name the ad set. You can name it accordingly. Let me just write ads with Lavneek here as well. Okay, now this you can skip, this is not required. Okay, or you can check it if you think that it is beneficial for you, but I usually don't use this feature. Now we are here under the audience section. The targeting options are also similar to the platforms, so you can also use auto targeting, but I wouldn't recommend you that. If you haven't started any campaign yet, I would want you to go with the manual targeting only. So from here, under the location, you can select the location, and also remember to change this option to permanent location, because now only a few platforms allow to do this. So if you have this, I would if you utilize it, it will be better for you, unless or until your business requirements differ from your business requirement differs. Now from here you can add the location, and if you want to exclude some of them, you can exclude from there. We'll add audience, so we will click on narrow, and these are the options that we have on LinkedIn. The first is list upload, which is similar to like customer data. So if you have some companies list and you want to target the employers of that company only, maybe at a senior level, then you can use this list upload feature. I have another video on that. You can type in account based marketing LinkedIn and with my channel name, and you should be you will get that video on my channel, so that you can see from there. Lookalikes, as similar to the platforms, we have lookalikes as well. Okay, since I haven't created any custom audiences in this account, that's why there is no lookalike you can see, because I haven't created any. Then there is predictive audiences, then there is retargeting, basically custom audiences, then there is third party data, and then there is other section as well. So you can just review all these options and see which one works for you. And then there is audience attributes. There is, you can target company wise. Okay, let's say if you want to target company category, then you can target company category, and then let's say you add this Forbes world's most innovative companies. Then if you want to target only seniors or such people from this company, then you can also do that. Okay, by narrow down the audiences. Now company we have checked, then there is demographics like any other platform, age and gender, then there is education, their degrees, their field of study, the member of schools, then job experience, and then interest and traits. So basically there's education and job experience. These are the things that or the company. These options are very precise on LinkedIn, like any other platform, because LinkedIn is something that you use that you where you add the information honestly, unlike Meta or any other platforms. That's why you can trust on the credibility of this data, and that is the advantage of LinkedIn ads. Okay, and then we have this interest and traits, so we can target or include member groups as well, and member interest and member traits. Okay, so this you have to explore, and you have to see which options works for you, which targeting option works for you as per your business. You can also exclude some of the audiences if you want from the uh, you know mm, from your targeting. And while doing the targeting, if you think that your targeting is good, it can help you reach your audiences, then you don't need this enable audience expansion. This is similar to Advantage Plus audiences as we have on Meta. So again, if you have good clarity on the audience that you have targeted and you are confident that the audience that you are targeted is strong enough, so you don't need this enable audience expansion option if your audience size is also good. Okay, now there is one more thing. If you from here you can select the ad format, be it single image, carousel image, video, messages, conversation, documents, news article, and letter. So in our case, if your goal is to generate lead, either you will be selecting single image, carousel, or video ad, so you can select it accordingly. And then you can add the UTMs here. Okay, you can go to Google and type in just LinkedIn UTM creator, and it will give you a UTM if that is required. And then you can just use LinkedIn or LinkedIn Audience Network. So I have selected LinkedIn by default. Okay, so this is what. So for me, the LinkedIn is already ticked and Audience Network is unticked. And you can also add some brand safety element or brand safety categories if you want to add here. Okay, and then similar to any other platforms, we have daily budget and lifetime budget options. So you can select it accordingly, whatever budget works for you. And then the date, start date and end date. Bidding, you can keep it as maximize only, which is maximize release. No need to cost cap or anything like that. First run a campaign and see what's the cost cap that you're getting. If you think that is the high cost that you're getting, then you can try to use the cost cap bidding strategy. But in my experience, I don't think if you are getting a lead at 1,000 rupees and if you put a cost cap of 800 rupees or 500 rupees, you will get the leads at 500 rupees. The only thing that will affect is your budget. The campaign will stop spending the amount. So instead of focusing or aiming to set a cost cap, focus on improving your targeting, focus on improving your offer, focus on improving your creatives. Okay, that because all these things will help you get lower the lead cost, not the some magical cost cap or manual bidding settings. Okay, now this is conversion. If you are using lead form, these won't matter, but if you are using the website link, then you can surely add them accordingly. Now we'll click on next. Now before going to creating an ads, first you can also come here under the assets. We have this option lead generation forms. So if you are generating leads through Instagram or LinkedIn lead forms, so you can come here and create a new lead form from here. So we'll click on create form. Then we can select image if we want to keep it as generic, or it will automatically fetch from the creatives, so we don't have to add it. Now form name, you can write it accordingly. Let me put XYZ over here. Then language of the form, we will keep it as English. Headline, you can write accordingly. Let me just put ads with Lovenik. And details you can add accordingly. Let me just put XYZ. Okay, and it will show something like that. There will be your main headline and the details. Okay, and then from there you can add the information that you requires the user to fill in. So I've added first name, last name, email address. If you want any other thing like LinkedIn profile URL or city, you can just add it from here, and you can just check all the options that we have, and you can add accordingly as per your requirement. So from there you can add some questions. Again, you can discuss about it, whatever you would like to add, and whatever answers you want from the user that is filling your form. Okay, so you can add those questions. And then there is the privacy policy, and here this is the confirmation, the ending page of the form. Once you get all the information, so you can mention okay, thank you for submitting the form, and then you can send the user after they submit the form to either the landing page of your website or to book an appointment page using Calendly. So whatever works for you, you can just add that accordingly. Okay, you can click on agree and create. Okay, so now we will see how you can create an ad. Okay, so we'll click on create ad, and then we'll click on start from a blank ad. Now under the introductory text, you can write like it is a primary text. On Meta we see primary text for caption, right? So here you can add the introductory text. Then from here we will add a image. Now this alt image, alt text, you can skip that part. You don't need to add anything from in here. Then we will add a external URL. Okay, and then the headline, and then we can select a call to action. Okay, and also from here we can add our lead gen form. We will click on plus, and we will select our landing lead gen form which we just created, and we'll attach it over here, and our lead gen campaign will be ready to go live. So that is it for the video, guys, and I hope I was able to add some values. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.